in the background.
All right, let's see what stage we're going to. Okay, Town and City.
All
right, sorry, Smashville. The color of Smashville in this game looks so Town-esque. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like that deeper orangish yellow. So it always throws me off when I see the stage spawning.
Meru off to a strong start already. He's so good at racking up that super early damage, but as is Glutonny.
Yeah, Meru with a strong start here, but Glutonny, you see that doesn't phase him at all. This is a guy who's used to making comebacks, who had to make many comebacks to get here in the first place.
There's so many reverse 3-0s that this man has made versus Leffen, versus all of his previous opponents pretty much.
Yeah, that set with Saive as a heartbreaker, man, especially knowing their history in Smash 4, where Glutonny has been Saive's demon for years. Either way, we're going to see Meru continue to hold the lead here, just floating, doesn't want to engage with Glutonny if he doesn't have to, pick up these whiff punishes, but of course the drift from Wario is so strong, it allows him to safely poke in and out, really gets around the fact that his hitboxes are a bit lacking.
And of course, the big, heavy weight coming out from Wario makes it difficult to kill him, especially for a character of his size. He's not all that big for how heavy he is, so Meru has to do a lot of work. The dash attack not there yet, but the forward air certainly is.
I like that from Meru, not getting intimidated by the bike from Glutonny. We've seen so many opponents opt to just back off and not want to challenge him in that position, but it is very much possible.
Very, very low float down air, clipping Wario's shins.
Now he's got the bike though. That has become a kill move in this game. Off the stage of this connect, it'll be Meru's stock, but no, not going to pan out.
Stage bike, he was lacking bike right there. The bike was on its cooldown, so it was fortunate that he still had this jump and up B.
Yeah, the respawn timer is much longer in this game compared to Smash 4, or at least noticeably longer. Oh, there we go, though. Spot dodge to forward tilt, going to eat right through that grab attempt.
Yeah, the big old hand coming out from Wario.
That falling neutral air and a rising neutral air from Peach to respond. Just jumping around safely. Okay, forward air to Nair. Not going to get that second hit, though, and that is the combo starter.
And Meru has to be really careful. Even at this range, up air and up tilt will probably lead into a waft kill. That is just how potent that move is.
Oh, man, such a scramble right there in the left corner, but both players going to get out with their lives. Oh, no!
Doesn't get it.
I don't think that was the delay caused by the bike, right? Because the hitbox would still be present to hit Meru. I think he just had time to roll away.
I guess so. But that is huge, losing out on that giant wild card right there. He now has to operate at this 40% deficit.
We're also going to see Glutonny probably burn a little bit of time just so he can secure another waft to close the game out on the last stock. But it doesn't matter. This man showing no fear, no desire to burn time, just wants to get right in there, take the second stock, put himself at a lead. But of course, a lot of work to do. Peach, although she's not that light, she does have a decent amount of staying power. And she's very difficult to pin down in one spot. Stuck on the ledge.
Situation, and Meru's ability to just harass with those back airs when you're pinned into the ledge after neutral get up is just ridiculous.
Playing with this bike as it bounces, creates those active hitboxes. Makes it tough to get back to center, but Meru showing no hesitation whatsoever, just going to land the back air. Now he's in the lead even more solidly, not just percent, but also a stock. So Glutonny, even if he does manage to get the second waft charged up, which I believe is on its way. Oh, never mind. I was going to say, he's still got more work to do.
The forward tilt more than enough to take the stock in that situation. Dot eyes on deck. That does a good 20 plus 25 from that dot eyes.
Glutonny on the chase now. That's not what Wario excels at by any means. Although, once he does get a key opening, he can tack on a lot of damage. There we go, finally getting the Nair 2. Not turning it into an up air directly, but oh, no!
Not hitting the wrong way, but at least Meru is at a percent where Glutonny's tools will be a lot more threatening to him now.
Oh, the tech, oh, no, and he misses the punish. Meru's still just gonna settle for a grab. Not bad, hold that position. Build some damage. Oh, and Glutonny getting away with a murder there on that roll. Meru not ready for it.
Yeah, he's been so focused on covering that neutral get-up with his aerials that he wasn't ready for the roll in that instance. Blowing up the bike, back air.
There's one thing I know about Glutonny, it's that this man's clutch factor is insane. Yes, staying alive even though the dramatic finish came through.
That was a really, really fantastic up B coming out from Meru, doing it nice and early to try to catch Glutonny off guard. Still last hit situation for both players, 165 versus 113.
Glutonny hanging out behind the bike. somewhat of a line in the sand dividing the two players, but Meru not going to pay that any respect. Gets right in there with the dash attack and takes the first match.
Yes, that is what is so threatening about Meru and various other good Peaches. You know, they'll stay in the air for so long. They'll throw out all these aerials to kind of wall you out, do all this damage with all of this barrage of attacks, only to find their way in with that quick dash attack, that killing dash attack.
Yeah, pretty effective zone breaker, not a bad hitbox, and as you said, a great KO move. And it's much more reliable in this game compared to Smash 4. The second hit known to drop pretty frequently, but, you know, only happens a little bit.
Meru himself has lost many a game due to his dash attack not working. He was not a fan of that move in Smash 4 at all, but we see him falling back on it more frequently in this game.
Did you manage to catch the stage pick right there? I think it was Town.
Yeah, I think it was Town.
Okay, the high ceiling. Peach, a character who can kill pretty much laterally, vertically, wherever she wants. Not shy in power at all, so I think this is more of a layout-based counter pick here
Most
from
likely.
Glutonny.
Gives him a lot of extra space. Maybe if he wants to play more defensive and get that waft charged.
Yes, very true. Can take to those top platforms. Let the clock run just a little bit. Oh, but Meru, another really strong start.
Fantastic use of the bike right there, extending the hitbox of that forward air.
And these low float back airs, so dangerous. Great pressure tool. Does a lot of damage, even just raw, and it can combo into more back airs.
Glutonny finally finding himself using those up airs, especially since Meru didn't have a jump there.
Just gonna go for down throw. Oh, Glutonny DIing in. That could have gotten him opened up for more damage, but not gonna pan out there for Meru. I don't think he was ready for the unconventional and, dare I say, even bad DI on that down throw. Normally, opponents will just hold in to go further away from Peach.
Paying his opponent a lot of respect there, but Glutonny's shield looking dangerously small. Smart of him to go on the aggressive instead.
Oh, I thought he was gonna go for a chomp there. That move, now with significantly increased knockback.
As well as, of course, healing Wario per hit.
Yeah.
Only by a small amount, but every little helps.
What a buff, man. Just able to either extend a lead, reclaim a lead, or soften the opponent's lead. But we're going to see Glutonny playing around with the bike here. That's interesting how that forces Peach Bomber to bounce off of it, right?
Yep.
Which is a pretty good pressure tool for Peach, but kind of gets negated by that bike's presence. Unless you're holding it, then you're just going to get smacked in the face.
180% Wario just forces his way in with the shoulder bash.
180% on the brink of death. Yes, there we go. The neutral air from Meru. Going to trade. And Glutonny coming back with a vengeance. Immediately attacking.
So little lag on that Peach Bomber. It's really hard to punish. You saw Gluto traded with that fair out of shield. That's a very fast move.
Goes for the chomp attempt, but Meru ready to challenge it with that rising up air.
These up airs, the rainbow's doing so much work for Meru at the moment.
Plucking turnips, man, there's so much more threatening in this game. That little knockback increase that they got. Glutonny hanging on to this waft. Feel like we're probably going to see it reserved for the last stock. Meru already with enough damage on him to die to. A lot of moves in Wario's toolkit.
Wasn't ready to punish the get-up attack right there. That was the first time that Meru had opted for that option, so understandable. And down tilt 2 dash attack.
Crazy kill confirm added to Wario in this game. Of course, the change from the dash attack to from that spaghetti slide into a shoulder bash definitely aids him a lot.
And the empty float into the grab, so good for Peach, just allowing her to quickly get back to the ground in an unreactable way and just get that grab. Really hard to play around that.
Gluto just walling Meru out, keeping him on this high platform, which is a disadvantaged state in its own right.
He's getting these back airs, but he's not getting the sweet spots on them. Finally gets the sweet spot on that one and able to get the KO. Dot eyes on deck. One throw will pretty much even up this game. Oh no, it wasn't the dot eyes. It was the little sleepy head.
The upset face.
Yeah.
Like, can't believe you. the you know, like, sigh.
I'm tired of you, man.
Yeah.
Ooh. My goodness, the damage coming out from Meru. Closing this gap really well, but Glutonny still answering back.
Yeah, ready for that grab attempt at the ledge there. He was sitting in shield. Of course, that's what conventional wisdom would tell you to go for. And then just spot dodges right through it. Either way, Meru taking the lead back. Oh, almost landing that forward air in the corner. That would have been a stock. Even on the heavy Wario, that move just does so much knockback.
particularly on the platform. Stitch face. Ooh, that shield not looking healthy whatsoever.
Yeah, more than half of it melting right in front of him. And of course, with how slow shields regenerate in this game, that's going to continue to be a factor. I mean, probably by now it's healed, but still, something that Meru could have capitalized on.
Oh my goodness, he fell off the ledge and did an up air. Maybe he wanted to go for something crazy, but the back air once again. Meru just throws those out in such rapid succession. Really, really hard to deal with.
Yeah, especially at the ledge when you have no room to retreat and force her to whiff. It's either you got to jump over her, roll past her, both of which are very predictable options to escape the corner. And Meru just betting on black, saying, you know what? He's just going to get hit by it. I'm just going to throw it out right here. And I would say that Meru's on the verge of going to losers finals if it were against anyone else but Glutonny.
This is Glutonny we're talking about. This is the reverse 3-0 King, opting for the classic Wario outfit this time. Back to Town and City. It's worth noting that both of these players actually lost to Light in winners, so whoever gets this will be getting their run back.
Definitely something interesting that's going to happen in the bracket.
Airs. Jeez!
Oh, and almost! Just off the mark with the forward air follow-up.
That was fantastic DI away coming out from Glutonny. Had he not DI'd that properly, he was done!
And you have to think, what presence of mind to be holding out when you're so close to the blast zone.
Yes.
Fortunately for him, down air being a multi-hit move, you've got a little more time to react and adjust that on the fly. I love that, stuffing out the jump. Glutonny with these forward airs, just forcing Meru to the corner over and over again.
Yeah, Glutonny's finding his feet once again.
Gonna catch the jump as well. Dangerously close to that back air, but Meru just using his drift. Upbeat to the edge, yep. And Glutonny on terra firma for the first time on this first stock, sitting with not the biggest lead, but enough.
The bike, as you mentioned before, having enough knockback to get the KO, only at 94%.
That landing back air into another back air. Maybe Glutonny taking a page out of Meru's book here.
Oh, he B-reversed the chomp by mistake.
These forward airs and the neutral air just to meet him halfway, knowing that Peach loves to use jump to escape pressure, to create pressure.
And, you know, despite this lead that Glutonny has, he's playing this very, very aggressively. He is, of course, him and France in general, very known to be aggressive players. Whoa,
Good
the setup!
And another one!
Again!
The taunt for good measure.
Gluto, he's got all the momentum, he's got all the cards in hand, and he is playing this absolutely fantastically so far.
And that momentum, I think, is exactly why he's choosing to press the advantage rather than hold it. If he's in Meru's head, there's not too much to lose, and plus, got a full stock to work with if you do manage to get hit by a kill move. Yeah, Meru, though, just still on the chase.
That is exactly what makes Glutonny so strong as a player, the willingness to really go in when he finds that advantage. It's utterly terrifying.
The dash dance into dash attack, getting that chase.
Meru just struggling to find this KO blow now. Search for that up smash, wasn't able to land it, and now Glutonny looking to possibly get a 3-stock here.
It's crazy because even when he's in full aggro mode, he knows when to back off, catch a whiff, catch that desperation move, trying to close out his first stock here.
Yeah.
He's working on that 3-stock, man.
That is what makes good aggressive gameplay, knowing exactly when to back off, knowing how to press your advantage, but the Toad coming through and actually taking the stock for Peach.
Wow, that looked really weak at first, but it still managed to KO Glutonny. Okay, gonna drive the bike into the wall. Generally does that to put it on the stage. Unfortunately missed it, but Glutonny putting himself on the board, dash attack, just catching that landing, and all of a sudden, the reverse 3-0 master is back in this set.
Yeah, and after his first 2 losses, that was a very, very solid, dominant win coming out from Glutonny. 2-stock finish. Now, what is Meru going to do? How is he going to try to answer back? What sort of stage are we going to see? We're going to see a potential character change to Daisy. He has been bringing that back. He did bring that out versus Light. It did get him a game, but we'll have to wait and see.
I think we're going to see Peach and Wario the entire time here in this set.
No Daisy?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. I think, you know, obviously the differences are limited to non-existent, right? It's just a frame of mind type of thing, but I don't know. I think Meru just coming from this long history of Smash 4, playing against Glutonny, I'd imagine, quite a few times throughout. He's just going to stick to what he knows, what he was comfortable with, throughout that history. That's my psychological take on the matter.
Wanting to keep that black and gold dress for as long as possible.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's the best costume.
It's up there. It definitely is.
Yeah, I like the
gold and red
well.
ones are
yeah.
super crisp as well.
Peach, definitely a fashionable lady. All right, where are we going for the fourth game of this set, though? It's Meru's turn to pick, and if he manages to drop another game, he'll get to pick again. So his fate is in his own hands right now. Looks like it's going to be Kalos Pokemon League. Very open stage, flat ground for the most part, but you do have those two corner platforms to escape pressure, to return from the ledge in a more creative way, and also to mix up your recovery.
That you do. Although I'm not sure how much Peach really benefits from those platforms comparative to Wario. You know, Wario can recover super high, but Peach will generally want to go to the ledge.
Right. Not the biggest vertical recovery, not the highest double jump by any means, and generally doesn't want to float that high either.
Yeah, doesn't want to suffer that landing lag after the float,
right.
After the parasol even.
Ooh, got the Nair Wars. It's going to be Glutonny coming out on top in the first exchange, but Meru right back in it with an answer of his own.
And now throughout the last game, it feels like Meru was allowing Glutonny to dictate the pace. Now Meru picking up the pace himself, allowing himself to answer back.
Unfortunately, that down air only connected one of the hits for Peach. Either way, Meru just going to be able to pick up some openings anyway. He's got a turnip in hand, throwing it up to create this pseudo wall. Neutral air out of shield from Glutonny. Shake the pressure, but it doesn't matter. Meru is not showing any signs of stopping. Got the bike, yeah, going to recover high. And I think Kalos is actually quite a good stage for Wario, as you pointed out, Viram. Gives him a lot more diversity in terms of how he can come back. Air out of shield, yep. Can't be touching Wario's shield like that. He has so many answers to the pressure. We see Glutonny's entire game plan here is whiff punish based. He wants to just fade in, fade out, can't contend with Peach face to face, right? And that's what makes this matchup tricky. But of course the reward on hit that he gets from those openings is so valuable.
Yes, absolutely. But Meru doing such a good job, you know, pressing his buttons incredibly fast such that it puts Glutonny in situations where he often has to trade. And Peach, ever since Melee, has been a character that you do not want to trade with. She is so good when it comes to dealing with trades.
Yeah, just okay weight, a lot of damage output, and Wario, his grounded moves are very strong, but I'd say with the exception of the clap, his air moves are not the chunkiest. Well, I guess back air as well.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you're going to see Glutonny just harassing him with these weak forward airs, neutral airs, etc. Oh, I love that slip off with the bike, creating a frame trap as well, or not even a frame trap, just a constant stream of hitboxes. That is active when it falls, yeah?
Yes, I believe so.
And now with this waft on deck and even stocks, Glutonny's deficit is not nearly as bad as it would appear. I'm sorry for occasionally saying Glutonny, that's my American coming out.
The double clap, and now Peach pretty much is that death percent to an up tilt. Will Glutonny be able to find it?
Yeah, that's the tricky part. Of course, it's a good move to trap landings with, but Peach always with active hitboxes on her way down.
Just the overall spacing that Meru has at the moment has just been absolutely superb. He's working so flawlessly around Glutonny's attempted out of shield options.
We'll get this back throw. Of course, not a kill just yet, but yeah, the stitch on the way. Oh, he throws it out of shield, but Glutonny still able to put his shield up just in time. It's going to take most of it away. Okay, a little bit of healing. Bike on the stage. Oh, and he just goes for it. No extension with the bike necessary.
All right, now Meru potentially on his... No, not yet, not yet. It is 2-1 to him. But potentially the last stock of this game. Very, very nice. I think that shield poked Glutonny right there. So back to a pretty much even game. One solid hit from Meru will even this up. Oh, no, he went far too low.
No.
Oh, unfortunate. The directional air dodge from Meru ended up throwing that game for him. 2-2 for 2-2 now. Will Glutonny get his reverse 3-0?
You gotta be sweating when you see this man take 2 games after being down 2 games. And Meru looking toward his friends in the crowd and offering an unenthusiastic shrug. I don't know if that's a sign of composure or potentially the opposite. It's going to be back to Kalos. All right, Meru confident in his stage pick from game 4. He just wants to run it right back.
He was playing that game exceptionally well for the vast majority of it. It just kind of fell apart at the end there after that waft, and then, of course, the SD as well.
Glutonny's character choice complements him so well. Wario so able to swing momentum in his favor. And, of course, his own playstyle is based around that entirely. Or not entirely, but in large part.
Yes.
Due to these big, explosive openings he gets. Wario really has to work for him, though. And of course, this guy's been playing the same character for 10 years. He knows him in and out, despite any changes between versions. Wow, all those turnips tagging on a ton of damage now. Goes right into his shield with that dash attack. Meru ready to respond, and they're just trading blows at this point. So even.
Look at this back and forth. Both players just trying to pressure each other with their assault of aerials.
And the dashing forward tilt. Glutonny.
Beautiful stuff. That's the first time I think he's gone for that this set, so it definitely caught Meru off guard. Those are the sorts of options you really want to be busting out in that game 5 situations.
Oh, no.
Double clap.
2 up airs.
Oh, my goodness, the damage.
And it just seems like this stage pick is coming back to haunt Meru constantly. That would not have been possible on any other stage. There's no platform that hovers over in that position. Okay,
into the up air. So much damage and so much momentum for Glutonny. Again, this is just the sort of position where he is absolute at his strongest.
And he's still ready for that ledge roll. Meru, I don't think he's used that the entire set. Seen him opt for jump mostly when he's on the edge. Oh, that down tilt not in the range in which it would confirm to dash attack. Otherwise, we could have seen Glutonny take another stock. Oh, but it's going to be right there.
And Glutonny with the 2-stock lead now. Meru is going to have to dig deep if he wants to find his way back in losers finals and get his run back with light. But Glutonny not allowing it.
Oh,
clap
so
again,
much
and
damage.
the waft is charged as well. This is looking so bleak for Meru. He has to do so much in order to get this victory.
I swear, Glutonny lets you win 2 games for data, man.
All right.
Oh, okay. No 3-stock, though, as somebody in the crowd was asking for.
Oh, no confirming to the waft right there.
Tech chase. Oh, no, he doesn't go to center. Smart by Meru, having the composure not to just panic. Oh, my God, he keeps it going. And that's a waft.
And there it is. Win loses semis, reverse 3-0 once again coming out from Glutonny, and he will be progressing forward into losers finals for his run back versus Light.
I believe his last 3 sets have all been reverse 3-0s, right? Leffen, Sive, Meru. Was there anyone else that he fought?
He lost to Light.
Right. So yeah, all of the 3 sets that he won.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Woo. All right, well, Glutonny doing what he does best.